Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Nate's Minecraft Server 2026 here, where we're at a point 0.5 episode with some random stuff from the Chris no microphone session. I wanted to do this and connect it to the other one that's there because it's cool and I love making railways, especially in the nether. Like y'all might have seen from the 2012 Xbox Summer uh, video that I finally put out yesterday. It is 5:55 p.m. right now. I took a little break because of the storm, but it's okay currently. When I record this, I have to have the audio down because my microphone just live monitors back in the thing and it's an echo, so that's stupid. So I can't hear the game or the music or anything. It's just listening to this fucking silently, hearing myself talk, which is great. But, yep, that's the portal I want, and then the other one is over there, so I'm like, well, in case somebody else has lower render distance or gets lost, or you just want to have a fun little trip, there you go. It's right there. Woohoo. And then the joint, and there it's powered. That one has a good bounce on it, you see? But I think I mess it up at the other end and I still have to fix it to where it just, it'll just suck you right in. And then I push the cart back. I know you guys see it later, or maybe earlier in with Chris. I can't remember. How this got before all the other footage, I don't know. And then we're in the Aqua Temple thing. You know, I'm not sure what to call it, but it's the tunnel. The teal tunnel, the Aqua Tunnel, I don't know. I don't know why I doubled back there, but there's two quick clips of that, and this is where I was extending it when Chris came on to the server, so I think this is right before we started recording, and this was just stuff that I set aside first. Yes, that would make sense, I believe. But, yep, we start on this, and I didn't go back to this a ton in the footage, but in episode 13, as of right now it's episode 13, but in the episode I called episode 13 at the time, where I come back solo after recording these before I edited them, I do continue this ravine version right there. Yeah, so here's where I've come back here again from jump cutting to get him in the game. That's mainly why I was recording, was to show that, and then this is me like widening the height of the John so that we can... Ooh, it got angry. It got really angry. Why is my high end fucked up? Fuck you. Bitch. Bitch. Okay. Does that just sound like shit now? Okay, I don't know how different that is gonna be, but geez, as I turn the high end up, I can hear it static, and then when I stop, I can talk right through it, and it's fine, but I don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna try to let it not do that. So, damn, that sucks. But oh well, I could always switch to track 2 if I need to on the physical soundboard. Just annoying. If it ain't something, it's something, huh? This is showing Chris that IRL, because he'd probably seen it. Well, he'd seen it, but not up to that point from where it was last, like 2024. And then I'm just flying to the ends of the ravine, being like, nah, that ain't in there. Ain't nothing else in there. Nothing in there. But, yeah. Pretty soon, we're gonna get onto, yes, the blue dot. The blue cube. This is pulling Chris over to me. And this... See, I thought that we recorded this without audio. And then, like, there was it in the episode, but nope. Just us rolling, and then I show him the bouncy thing. He's like, what if I go like 1,000,000,000 feet in the air and then drop down? I'm like, probably won't do much, but find out. This is my corner that I tried to make something infinitely flow down and then go back up like an MC Escher thing, but just there's a little bit of flow back from where you have to make the, like the soul sand, or the kelp block that pushes it up. Yeah, the soul sand block to make it push up. It just has a little bit of flow back, so I gotta work on that still, but that's like my experimental cube. Right here is us chasing Chris all the way up to the sky. We're like probably 50 blocks behind, but he's a little tiny speck. And then I realized that I could just TP up to him at some point, I think. Yeah. But we're about 500 blocks up. And it took so long to get to the other blocks. Yep, there he is. He's like, alright, here we go. We will be jumping and dropping. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. We're following with him. Oh, way cleared it. Yeah. And then, right after this clip is recorded, it splits off into a different video that's its own episode of me making a rail system that is a perfect loop with drops and jumps and dips and turns. But that will be... I fuck with the water thing there too. That's another episode. Alright, y'all. Now this part coming up, I believe, is me trying to trigger that. Yeah, so I'm triggering the night vision, but I want to set it up with the thing that turns the lights on and off for the majority of the spawn hub / my house here. And not gonna lie, I might speed this part up even more right now, because it's a lot of failed typey type clicky click and trying to wire, and that's most of the clip here, honestly. But there we go. I just saved us all a couple minutes. I sped one up from 100% to 222, and then I sped the other one up from whatever to whatever. So this is going to be a little bit flashy, but it's going to be a lot of just typing and trying to... I gave him an apple. He's like, what the fuck? Where'd I get an apple from? I said, you didn't see the chat pop up? You didn't feel what the glass was? It was something like that, but it's funny. And then, yeah, so this is me kind of just deciding what to do, because I'm like, well, the lights come on and off, but that didn't trigger. But maybe it didn't trigger because it was still on and it did work. So if it did, I'll have to check that out when I get back on the server. I need the list of things again. But that's fine. We'll figure it out. Yeah, that one wasn't superly working, so oh well. And then like I said, I also sped up the next clip, which is I know we're getting ahead of ourselves here, but it's me with Chris's flooring, which no, you'll have seen part 1 of Chris's house, at least by this point, so spoiler-ish. But I'm mainly in the floor of his house trying to make one piston block go up and down that just moves one thing. But I was having a tough time thinking of how to do that recently, so. And here I am trying to name some fish, I believe. Yeah, there's fish. That's where the fish name tag came from, in the purple house. And then I repaired Joe's brick grotto and the TP to and from it, because I had to turn it off before because it kept pulling me in no matter what at the beginning of 2024 when I came back for episode 0/1. And that was a quick fade right into Chris's house right there. But yeah, oops, spoilers. Yep, spoilers. If you haven't seen episodes 1, probably episodes 1 and 2 of Chris's actual house, whatever the frick that aren't dubbed over yet, make sure to check that out, where I show off Chris's build in waves. Episodes 5 or 6 show him building it and like terraforming the ground a little bit with the snowball technique, but that's where you take a command block and a snowball and make it like snowball this much vicinity around it, replaces blank with blank. So like replace grass with air, and then replace dirt with air, and then replace stone with air, and you just throw a snowball each layer near that command block, and every block it touches changes or moves to whatever you said. Could work with water, lava, etc. too. So with that being said, thanks for watching this 0.5 N8s Server 26. That's what it would have looked like had it worked, but it didn't, so thanks for watching. Bye. Also check out TRS LNE Chris. He has his own channel. Bye.